Okay, hi everyone. Now I present about Payment Voucher Applet. So payment voucher usually you can use for when you're paying to your supplier or when you are paying to the any payment that will be out from your bank, like salary, commission, any just general expenses, or paying to the supplier, or it's other payable or trade payable. You all can use this payment voucher applet. So for the payment voucher applet, mainly you need to use first menu, which is internal payment voucher part. So in here you can see the list of payment voucher that you have, and then also you can create. Okay, so first I will guide you how to create the payment voucher. So first one is you need to click create. Then of course you need to select the main details like which branch or what is the transaction date, and if you have any reference number you can put. Next one is account. So account, here you need to select the supplier. If let's say it's payment for supplier, then you can search from here. Then you can continue with the payment part. Okay, so payment part you just need to select you use which settlement type to make the payment, how much you pay to your supplier. Okay, so here is for you to select the bank, and then after you have the payment, of course you need to offset the purchase invoice to make it clear, right? Reduce your outstanding. So then next part you need to go to Contra. In the Contra, once you click create, then you can see the list of outstanding purchase invoice that you can Contra with payment voucher. Currently the supplier doesn't have, that's why I can upload the Contra. Okay, so once you have, then you can click and then offset. If let's say like current situation, I don't have any purchase invoice, right? So it will be like something like my deposit to the supplier. So in this case you just can finalize this. After you finalize it, later when you have the purchase invoice, then you can come back to this payment voucher listing. Okay, you search. Once you search, you can see the based on your filter, you can see the list of payment voucher that you have. Then you click in. Then again you go to the Contra. Then you Contra with that the purchase invoice. So this one got purchase invoice, so we can tick. Then this one only 200. You also can tick all. So that then it will be auto help you to do the Contra. Okay, then add. Okay, so after you add, you just this one finish. So no more outstanding. You also can scroll to the right side to see whether you have still having the outstanding or no. If you have outstanding in AR/AP balance, means you still got outstanding. If AR/AP balance is 0, means you don't have any outstanding anymore. Okay. So this one is like you paying to the supplier, and then Contra for the purchase invoice. And then just now I already mentioned that we also can use for some general expenses or some salary stuff payment, right, or commission. So in this case, usually maybe you don't have any like purchase invoice. You don't need purchase invoice, or you don't receive any purchase invoice. So in this case, you just click create. So still you need to update the main details, and then you still need to select the account. So supplier, maybe if staff payroll, or maybe it's really general supplier. Then after you select, if let's say this selection of entity is different from payee, then you can just edit this part, supplier, or you can the payee you can edit. So maybe in this situation, let's say your entity details and payee is different. Okay, the next part is you need to go to expenses. So for the paying to the supplier part, you don't use this expenses tab. But for this kind of general expenses, like don't have purchase invoice one, you need to use the expenses. So in this expenses, you need to select the GL code items. Like for example, here I search rental also can, right? If let's say your rental is from some individual that who don't have any business. After you select the rental, then you need to key in the amount, how much you are paying to your rental. After you key in the amount, of course, the next part is you need to go to payment. So in the payment, similar to the supplier payment, you need to select the which bank, which account that you are using, and then you add. After you add, then you can just final it. Okay, so currently I think I mistakenly this one I mistakenly save it only, so I can tick, or I can click in to final it. So here you can see just now I created two. One is supplier that I can add Contra 5,000, still got balance. Then another one that just now for the normal expenses, since we use one debit, one credit, like GL code and the bank account, then you will not have any balance for this payment voucher. Okay, so this is the two scenarios that you can use for payment voucher. Now other than that, you can see the tab ARAP, just for your reference, whether this got any outstanding or no. Then okay, one more part is payment adjustment. Okay, so maybe some of the time, like you already final the payment voucher, but after you final the payment voucher, after maybe when you're doing the bank account, you find out that you selected the wrong payment method or wrong bank. Then in this situation, since your payment voucher is already finalized, you cannot adjust it. But we added this payment adjustment tab, so it will allow you to adjust the payment method of this payment voucher. So how you will do it is, here you need to come to this payment adjustment tab, and then you need to click into here first. You need to delete it. This is the first one that you selected wrongly, so you need to delete it. Okay, after you delete, then you can see add button here. Then you click create, then you reselect the correct payment method, and then you add. After you add, you can see this adjust settlement already changed to blue color. Then you need to click it. Then once you click it, then it will be adjusted successfully. Okay, this one is how you can adjust the payment type. Okay, now it's already updated to new payment method. Then you also can trace document. In trace document, you can see this one is posted to which journal transaction. It's to the GL code, which what is the GL code, and then debit side and credit side. Okay, and then cash book transaction, if you got any points. Then Contra, for this one don't have Contra, but you can see for another one. Then this one usually you don't use it. And then if you have any attachments, maybe like you have like receipt that you transferred the money, then you can screenshot and then attach to here as a reference. Okay, so for the payment voucher, since it's not related to e-invoice, you can void it if you did it wrongly. Like for example, you did the expenses selection wrongly, or you selected wrong supplier, then you must void the payment voucher and then create new payment voucher. So in this situation, if let's say you have a lot of selection, then you can just clone it, and then after you clone, it will be create a new draft payment voucher. Then from new draft payment voucher, there you get added the part that you did wrongly, then final it again. Okay, then you can see the menu here, file import. Is if you want to bulk import the payment voucher, then you need to use here. you need to get the sample format, then upload to here. Okay, then intercompany, it's another, maybe we need another video for this one. We need to look at for the intercompany video. Okay, then file export, if you want to export some of the payment voucher, you need to select the transaction date from, to, and export. Okay, it will be exported as CSV file.